Every American ought to have the right to be treated as he would wish to be treated, as one would wish his children to be treated. We are confronted primarily with a moral issue. It is as old as the scriptures and is as clear as the American Constitution. The heart of the question is whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights and equal opportunities.
The right to abortion doesn't exist.
Battle over how race is taught.
Florida's controversial legislation passing.
If you are at all like me, you have been horrified by the vicious attack on our rights and our freedoms. Hundreds of bills are being passed in legislatures all across the country which threaten the very essence of our democracy. These bills are motivated by hate. And so we want us all to come together under a banner of We the People for a national march which will take place in Fort Lauderdale on July the 2nd, because if we are not out there, then people will think that the haters are the ones who speak for all of us.
We the People, a growing coalition of more than 30 groups fighting for people of color, women, LGBTQ+ communities, Jewish people, social justice, gun control, and more will gather in Fort Lauderdale on Sunday, July 2nd and march together in solidarity against hate-filled legislation sweeping the nation. Iconic labor leader and civil rights activist Dolores Huerta, legendary actress and choreographer Debbie Allen, Parkland survivor and gun control activist David Hogg, trailblazing hip-hop artist Trina, national political and civil rights figure Mark Morial, and leading HIV/AIDS and social justice advocate Michael Weinstein are the march's first ambassadors. As authoritarian lawmakers and legislatures seek to criminalize immigrants, sexuality, gender expression, blackness, homelessness, religious freedom, and the teaching of vital history, this country has never seen such a blatant abuse of power against virtually every group of people at the same time. In response to the hateful legislation spreading across the U.S., We the People coalition, composed of advocates, mobilizers, and community leaders, is fighting for fundamental constitutional rights. People are tired of being told what books they can read, what words they can or can't say, how they can express themselves, and what they can do with their own bodies. The coalition requests people arrive at 9 a.m. on July 2nd in Esplanade Park in Fort Lauderdale. The march begins at 11 a.m. If not able to attend, you can show support by sharing photos, videos, and information with the hashtag WTP March. You know, everybody's always asking us, Al, what can we do? What can we do? This is what you can freaking do. Okay, register today for this.
Hello, I march for freedom. Our constitutional rights are under attack, and our democracy is at stake. Please join us on July 2nd and say we the people are fed up. Thank you.
Carl Milner, Interim Chief Medical Officer at AIDS Healthcare Foundation, and I am marching because the rights of human beings are being infringed upon, and I can no longer sit on the sidelines and let that happen. JFK said in 1961, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men or people to do nothing, and I won't sit by and let things just happen. So that's why I'm marching.
I march because, well, freedom is fragile and it needs protection. And I march because I believe there are more people that believe in love, empathy, and truth than there are people that don't. And that's why I march.
Why do I march? I'll be marching for our human rights as an LGBTQIA+ community. We have the right to be who we are, to be happy, and express ourselves how we love to. I march for our rights.
Hi, I'm Terry Ford, Chief of Advocacy and Policy at AHF, and I'm marching on July 2nd because we fight for what's right and we fight against what is wrong. And if we don't speak up now, when will we? If we don't unite now, we're going to regret it later. There's a sense of urgency here to turn this wave of hatefulness around. Let's do it. See you on July 2nd in Florida.
I march for freedom, for women's rights, for the right to learn without government interference, and for our constitutional democracy.
I am marching because I'm afraid for our democracy and our freedom. The attacks that we've been sustaining over the last year to roll back the freedom that has been attained by so many groups over the last 70 years is something that has to be answered. I'm marching because I want to lock arms with all of the people who are suffering these attacks and their supporters so that we can make a clear statement to this country, to the world, that this country is better than that we stand against hate and we stand for freedom and democracy.
Are you ready to take action?
Can you challenge injustice?
Are you ready to speak out?
I'm Debbie Allen.
The name is Bootsy, baby.
And I'm Peppermint Patty.
I'm Nikki Fried, Chair of the Florida Democratic Party.
I'm Dolores Huerta.
Together, we march.
We the People Coalition has been organized to combat over 1,000 bills in 48 states
that are driven by fear and hate.
You know, we all have a part to play in lifting up our youth and
communities.
So please, won't you join us July 2nd, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for the We the People Coalition March.
Join the fight. March with us.
Your voice is important. Use it.
To stand up against injustice.
You are the future.
Speak out with us now.
Are you prepared to take action?
Take action?
Take action.
Can you challenge injustice?
Injustice. Injustice.
Are you ready to speak out?
I'm Tiffany Ariaga.
I'm Keith Premer. I'm Justin Gladney. I'm Alex Spriggs.
I'm Misty Eyes at SunServe.
The We the People Coalition is a response to the nearly 1,000 bills in 48 states
that are driven by fear
and hate.
Bills that will have a direct impact on your way of life. Join us.
Join us.
Join us on July 2nd in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Because this march is about all of us.
All of us. All of us.
You are the future.
Your voice is important.
Use it.
Join the fight.
March with us. Because silence impedes progress.
Why I march. I'm marching in support of my family, my friends, and our community of clients who have been affected by these horrible laws. I stand with AHF, and I'm fighting for what is right.
I'm marching because these laws don't just impact some of us, they impact all of us, and we need to stand together for justice and freedom.
Why I'm joining the march on July 2nd is because I want to march for justice and against bigotry.
I support AHF's
We the People March because in my state of Florida, more and more hate legislation is being introduced. It's time to stand together. It's time to speak up. It's time to say something.
I am marching for those who don't feel like they have a voice.
I'm marching to ensure that people's basic human rights are being protected.
My name is Madeline, and I march because I believe we must come together and stand up when our communities are under attack. The continued assaults on the rights of people of color, the queer community, and our access to healthcare and education is a threat to democracy, and we must stand in solidarity with one another. I march because I believe in the collective power of the people, and I believe in our vision for a more equitable and just world for all.
Are you prepared to take action? Can you challenge injustice? Are you ready to speak out?
The We the People Coalition is a response to the nearly 1,000 bills
driven by fear and hate.
Bills that will have a direct impact on our way of life.
Join us on July 2nd in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Because this march
is about all of us. You are the future. Your voice is important. Use it. Join the fight.
March with us.
Because silence impedes progress.